بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ به من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، إله الأولين والآخرين، قيوم السماوات السبع والأرضين، وأشهد أن سيدنا وحبيبنا وقرة أعيننا محمد رسول الله. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. سبحانك اللهم لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. We praise Allah, we thank Him, and we bear witness that there's no God worthy of worship but Him, subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask Him to guide us and to strengthen our path in this deen till the day of Qiyamah. And we bear witness that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the last messenger sent to mankind. We pray may Allah send His salutation and peace upon him and his family and those who will follow them till the day of Qiyamah. Ameen. May Allah make us among them. And today we hear Allah make it easy for us to stay in the masjid. They say one of the people, among the people, the angels are making salat upon and they asking Allah to forgive is somebody who prayed and he's remained in the place of the masjid trying to make dhikr, reciting Quran, or waiting for the next prayer. Till the next prayer, the angels will continuously make a dua for the person. So it is a blessing. And a place where Allah's name is mentioned, it is an act of worship. The angels, there are angels, specific angels. They always go around trying to see where they can find those kind of business, the business of Allah, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Tijaratan lan tabur. This is a kind of business you will never lose. You don't have, there's no risk in that kind of what? Business. So may Allah make us benefit from it in this dunya and the hereafter. Some people, it is a blessing from Allah if Allah guide your heart to the masjid. Don't take it for granted. It's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because some people, they already somewhere looking for something else. Those who are looking for dunya, the other people who are looking for even fitna, taking themselves to hellfire. But you and I, if Allah make it easy for us to remain in the masjid looking for Allah's pleasure, we should always be grateful to Allah. Allah, we ask you to strengthen our path in this deen and make us among the people of Jannah. We bring back the time or our classes of Saturday on Fridays because we realize on Saturday there's not enough time, and a lot of people also like they stay home. Not only that, we have our mothers and sisters who are reading with Ustaz Abdullah. May Allah keep him safe also. So we are going to make it every Friday now, inshallah, and use Saturday and Sunday for the brothers. If we can start reading the way we used to read, it's going to be much better, inshallah. Even if we have to start from Nas, going up, we will try to find certain afkar, we learn a little bit that will benefit us and we will teach our children. May Allah make it easy for us. We have been reading the hadith. And we read the first hadith, which was about what? The hadith of Abu Hurairah, Abi Hafs, Amir al-Mu'mineen, The hadith was about the niyyah. And we read also the second hadith, Umar bin al-Khattab radiallahu anhu, he's the one also who narrated the hadith, which is the hadith where the Prophet ﷺ was asked about three things, not to say four: Islam and Iman and Ihsan, then the time, the signs of the time. And we read also the next one, the third one, where it is Abdullah ibn Umar, the son of what? Of Umar, who related the hadith, where he mentioned about Islam, the pillars of Islam. Buniya al-Islam ala khamsin. I think we all finished, we have talking about it a lot of times. Today we are going to read the next hadith, which is the hadith number 4 of the hadith of the book of An-Nawawi, rahmatullahi alayhi, Imam who collect those hadith and make it a book. Hadith al-Rabi. Say, وَعَنْ أَبِي عَبْدِ الرَّحْمَنِ. And I say, when they say Abi, it means the father. In the Arab, they used to call one another according to the sons. For example, if they want to call Al-Haji Sako, they will call him according to one his son. They will say Abi Muhammad, since he has a son who is Muhammad. You got it? They will say Ansako Abi Muhammad. So this is how they used to say it. And they call, who can tell me the Prophet ﷺ name? According to one of his sons. Perfect. They call him Abu al-Qasim. They call him Abu al-Qasim. That's how they call the Prophet ﷺ. The father of what? Al-Qasim. So they said, An Abi Abdul Rahman, on the authority of what? Abdul Rahman. The father of what? Abdul Rahman. So meaning that the one who is related to the hadith, one of his sons is what? His name is Abdul Rahman. And now they bring in his name. His name is what? Abdullah. His name is Abdullah. And when we say about the Sahaba, we only say Abdullah, we have a lot of Abdullah. If they don't specify, we're gonna be lost. They say Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. And we all know him. Oh, we know a little about him. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, we're gonna just make short, we're gonna talk about him a little bit. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud is a Sahaba, and if I don't get it wrong, he's among the people, like his 6th or 7th, the one who accepted Islam. He accepted Islam very young and early in Makkah. And he migrated to what? He migrated to Habasha. When the first Hijrah, he migrated with them also. And then he migrated also to Medina. And he's one of the most beautiful reciters, like the wonderful reciters among the Sahaba. Till one day the Prophet ﷺ asked him to recite Quran for him. And he was like, Prophet, I'm going to recite for you why is upon you the Quran was sent, is upon you the Quran was revealed. How can I recite for you Quran? And the Prophet ﷺ was like, yes, I want to hear it from somebody like out of me. I don't want to hear it from myself. Then he started reciting. So who can know? Perfectly. Like you should just take the microphone. So Ibn Mas'ud, the Prophet ﷺ asked him to recite Quran for him. As we know, a good Muslim is the one when he heard the Quran, he loves it, he doesn't want to run away from it. Of course, we all know, we all have our taste and our what? How you call it? our favors. Like when you listen to my brother recitation, the way you feel is not the same thing when you listen to Hajj. It's always different. But it's always good to listen to Quran. When the Quran, some people when the Quran is start reciting, it doesn't matter who's reciting, they just run away. Those people, may Allah protect us from that. If you don't listen to the Quran, what else are you going to listen and you will have the blessings from Allah? So even the Prophet ﷺ used to listen. Till like, if I don't get it wrong also, one day he was passing, then he listened to, what's his name? Abu Musa al-Ash'ari. He listened to him, he was in his room, you know, he was by the Prophet ﷺ passing, then he listened to him, he heard him reciting. When Musa al-Ash'ari just realized that he saw the Prophet ﷺ, he was like, wow, mashallah, Allah gave you a very beautiful voice. It looked like even the sound of the people of Dawood when they really sing their song. So Allah really gave you the wonderful voice. And the Prophet ﷺ mentioned, he was like, oh mashallah, if I knew you would listen to me, I would make it even much better than what I used to do. Though it's not showing off, it's not showing off, it depends on your niyyah. For you to always try to improve your what? Your voice by reciting Quran. So, some people Allah will bless them with the voice. We agree with that. And everybody has his own voice. You try your best to make it perfect. So, the Prophet ﷺ said, "Man lam yataghanna bi qira'ati al-Qur'an falaysa minna." Anyone who did not beautify his voice when he's reciting, he's not among my people. Okay? So it's always good to realize, to make it good, because Allah wants something, what is good, perfect. Ibn Mas'ud, he is one of the reciters of Quran, and he said he took the Quran immediately from the Prophet ﷺ, a lot of surah. It was like 80 surah or something like that from the Prophet ﷺ. It's close to 80 or something like that, if I don't remember. So it means he get it immediately from the Prophet ﷺ. And he wasn't a very chubby man. He wasn't like, when you look at him, he doesn't have shape like that. Till like one day he climbed a tree. Then the Sahaba saw his leg, and you know, we are human, and they start laughing. They start laughing at him. What kind of leg is that? Then the Prophet ﷺ realized it, and he was like, you see, you laughing at him, right? He said, yeah. He said, the Prophet ﷺ said, if they put one of his leg in one part of the scales, and they put all these jabal, meaning that all these kind of mountain you see in another plate of the scales, his leg, one leg will overweight all those things. So respect him. So he's not a little man among the people. He is very among the the very, and he did all the battles of the Prophet ﷺ when the Prophet ﷺ was alive. All the battles he did it with the Prophet ﷺ. So he passed away at the age around 60, when he had 60. So we want to say that he is close to the Prophet ﷺ, and when he's trying to always relate to the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, he's shaking. He's shaking, why? Because sometimes he shake because he's scared of making a mistake, giving or conveying the message of the Prophet ﷺ. You know how these people, they really take care of that. And he is one of the Sahaba also, who saw a lot of people. I think he was in Iraq. He saw a lot of people, they were making zikr. Some people are saying La ilaha illallah, and then like they make a circle in the masjid, Then they are counting their La ilaha illallah. Some people, they are counting their Subhanallah. Then he went and he grabbed a lot of stones, throwing out upon them. He threw upon them, telling them that they bring him fitna. You have to count your mistakes, your sins. Do not count your what? Your deeds. Because Allah will give you more than what you do. So it shows us how it is not a part of Sunnah people, gathering, La ilaha illallah. Other people will, Muhammad is not a part of his Sunnah. Nobody said the dhikr is not good, but everybody do it in his own. Okay, may Allah make us understand. And what I have to mention about him also is that the Prophet ﷺ asked him to recite that surah. That was the thing, to recite for him, and he started reciting Surah An-Nisa, as Al-Isaku mentioned, till like he reached the part where Allah is saying, فَكَيْفَ إِذَا جِئِنَا مِنْ كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ بِشَهِيدٍ وَجِئِنَا بِكَ عَلَى هَؤُلَاءِ شَهِيدًا. So the way he related that hadith, he was like, it looked like the Prophet ﷺ was even crying. He did not realize, because the Sahaba, they shy to look at the Prophet ﷺ eyes like that. That's the reason that the majority of them, they cannot relate as how he is. The only person who did it is the old woman, where when they were leaving Makkah, him and Abu Bakr and some of the servants of Abu Bakr, they stopped on his house, her house, and he pressed the milk of a very sick goat or whatever it is. Because it was a sick goat, the father or the owner of the house, meaning that the husband of the old woman, went out with the other flock, but the other one is weak. She couldn't even follow them. She's weak and she doesn't, it's all about bones. She's sick. So they just wait for her to die even sometimes. So when he got there, they went there, the Prophet ﷺ and Abu Bakr, they went there because they were hungry. They were really hungry, hunger and thirsty. So they saw that house and they went there. They are way in Medina. You know that they were hiding from the mushrikeen of Quraysh. They stopped there and then they were like, oh, you don't have food? Oh, woman. She said, no, we don't have anything. We are really facing a very hardship, this time, a trial. They were like, no, you don't have animals who can even press something, say, no, you don't have anything. Then, because the woman doesn't even consider that animals like anything. Then the Prophet said, what about this animal, this goat over there? She was like, oh, this goat you see, you yourself, you see it. It is what? All about bones. It's because she is weak, that's the reason why she couldn't even follow my husband to the bush, because my husband is taking the other flock to the bush. And he took them like that because they don't even have rain, there's nothing, no grass. He just took them, whatever it is. But you see that one is because she cannot even follow. That's the reason she's taking. And the Prophet also asked her, can I press the milk? And the old woman was like, it's like you not listen to me. This one you see over there is sick. There's no milk, nothing, you're weak. It's all bones. The Prophet was like, can I press the milk? And she looked at him and said, okay. Since you say, and the old man, so the moment the Prophet just agreed, the moment the Prophet even did not say anything, but the animal just approached the Prophet. Can you imagine that? Normally, you have to go and fight and bring it right, but the animal understood that this person is nothing, is not an ordinary person. So the animal came to the Prophet. Then the Prophet asked for a bowl, and she brought a bowl. The Prophet ﷺ put his hand and tape on her breast, right? How you say it? Nipples, and the nipples just pump like a ball full of milk. Then he starts pressing. The whole house, the balls of the whole house is full. You don't have left? No. All the balls are full of milk. So the moment the Prophet ﷺ was doing it, she was looking at him like that. What kind of person is that? She was really, so that she looked at him from A to Z, up and down. She's the only one who looked at the Prophet ﷺ perfectly and described him the way we know now. So she's the one who really described the Prophet ﷺ, and then they put it in the books. Today we all read about how his shoulders are, how he is, his eyes, and so on. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the Sahaba, they don't used to look at him like that. They shy. So when he was Abdullah ibn Mas'ud was related the hadith, it looked like the Prophet ﷺ had been crying. It's just when he reached that ayah, فَكَيْفَ إِذَا جِئْنَا مِنْ كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ بِشَهِيدٍ. That's the moment the Prophet started like a baby that is crying. Then he raised his head and he realized that the Prophet is crying. فَإِذَا عَيْنَانِ تَدْرِفَانِ. When he raised, he realized that the Prophet is full of what? Tears. The Prophet was crying. The ayah is talking about فَكَيْفَ. How do you think? إِذَا جِئِنَا مِنْ كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ بِشَهِيدٍ. Everyone, every ummah, every community, every ummah, every nation will come with their shaheed, their witness, the one who will be in front of them talking, meaning that their prophets and their messengers. We will bring them, and وَجِئْنَا بِكَ عَلَى هَؤُلَاءِ شَهِيدًا. And you will be the one who will talk against them or on their favor. Meaning that he's the leader, the door of Qiyamah. He never saw them, but he is the leader. Their leader is, they all will stand in behind him. That's the reason why the people who are making madh, they say, the one who has a leader as the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he is the most successful man on the world. If you have your leader, the one you follow, it's the Prophet, that's it. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he read and then he got there and then he saw the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam really crying. It means crying, iqra'ul Quran, wabku. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in one hadith, but the hadith is not that strong. When you read Quran, cry. If you don't cry, tomorrow you are going to cry. Mean after death. So sometimes it's good when you woke up, you open the Quran. Sometimes we think it is the meaning only. Wallahi, some people, they listen to Quran, they are not even Muslims, and they start crying. So if Allah make you sometimes you always have your eyes very, very dry all the time. Even if somebody pass away, you say, no, me, I don't cry. It's not Iman. Wallahi, it's not Iman. Don't praise yourself. We don't say that, when somebody passes away, everybody should just, oh, you. It's not that. But a person, we have a heart. Even the Prophet ﷺ, when he cried, the Sahaba was like, oh, you too? He was like, no, yes. The eyes will always pour tears, and the heart will be touched. The heart will be in sad moment. So it is a nature of a human being. But if you see a person always, he doesn't cry, nothing make him even cry, subhanallah, may Allah protect us. Those are kind of people. Some people, they will say, me, I don't care, no one will talk to me, I will listen. Subhanallah. It is not good things. Sometimes they say it, they think it is a pride, but they don't know that it's a curse. May Allah protect us. So this is what I have to say about Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, radiyallahu anhu. May Allah be pleased with him. He is already pleased with him. May Allah make us among with them the day of Qiyamah. He said, قال رسول الله صلى الله قال حدثنا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Just give me a second, please. Haji Adam, I know. May Allah make it easy for you, inshallah, and for all of us. We know it's not easy. So he said, حدثنا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وهو الصادق المصدوق وهو الصادق المصدوق حدثنا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم, meaning that the messenger of Allah, peace be upon him, talked to us, meaning that he narrated to us. Okay, حدثنا, حدثت, meaning that I narrated. That's the reason we say hadith. When they say hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, because he said it, but in global Sharia we say he said it, and he agreed with it, even he did not say it, and somebody did it, he agreed with it, and he made also he did not say it, it's a hadith. So حدثنا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وهو, and the Prophet ﷺ, him, he is as-sadiqul masduq. You got it? And he is what? As-sadiqul al-masduq. As-sadiq means he is truthful. You got it? He is what? The most truthful you can find. The one who say everything with truth. As-sadiqul masduq. They believed, and masduq mean when he said it, everybody believed. It is not a part of a character of a Muslim. When you heard the Prophet ﷺ say something, you have another opinion, you bring your opinion. This is not Islam. وَمَا كَانَ لِمُؤْمِنٍ وَلَا مُؤْمِنَةٍ إِذَا قَضَى اللَّهُ وَرَسُولُهُ أَمْرًا أَنْ يَكُونَ لَهُمُ الْخِيَرَةُ مِنْ أَمْرِهِمْ. It is not a part, when they call Muslim, is not the one when Allah or the messenger says something, they have something else. May Allah protect us from that. So, وَهُوَ الصَّادِقُ الْمَصْدُوقُ here, Ibn Mas'ud is telling us the character, he is approving that the Prophet ﷺ, he is truthful, and he is the only person when you say something, he says something, everybody believe in what he said. Sadiq and Masduq. And he said, قال, he said, إن أحدكم يجمع خلقه في بطن أمه 40 نطفة ثم يكون علقة. Okay, he said, any one of us, and he says certainly and verily, right? How we say it? Verily, right? Verily, okay. Verily, each one of you, okay, is brought together in his mother womb. Bottom here, they say abdomen. When they say bottom, it's just the what? The stomach. Alright? Each and every one of us will brought, okay, together, okay, to the stomach of his mother. Batn ummihi 40, meaning that 40 yawm, meaning that 40 days. Nutfa. It is a liquid. Alright? When the creation of a baby start as a what? A liquid. That came from the father. And the other one that it will come to the mother side also. And it will stay there for what? 40 days. In the form of what? A drop fluid, right? ثم يكون علقة مثل ذلك. ثم يكون and then when it is ثم and then يكون, it will be علقة مثل ذلك. You understand? It will become what? Then it is a what? Clinging. Okay? علقة. It's going to be like a small flesh. Alright? It's not flesh yet. It's kind of a blood form. Okay? علقة مثل, when they say علقة, is a clinging, like it become kind of I say it. My English is that bad. Okay, it's going to be an object, a form with blood. You got it? What? Clot, right? Perfect. You guys, it's going to be like that. It's going to be a clot in the womb of the what? Your mother for 40 days. مثل ذلك 40 days. Alright? ثم يكون مضغة مثل ذلك. Then it will be a flesh. مضغة. Okay? Kind of, we say flesh, right? How we say it? Flesh. Okay. It's going to be what? For 40 days, it will become what? A flesh. For that particular period. How many days? 40 days. We have how many now? The first 40. It was like a liquid fluid. Stay. And then you have a clot. Then you have a flesh. 120. You guys, how many months? 3 months. Perfect. You have 3 months where the flesh is already what? Formed. 124. 4 months, right? Alright. 4 months, 120 days. And then ثم يرسل إليه الملك. From 4 months, Allah will send a what? An angel, a malak. فينفخ فيه الروح. Then the angel will what? Blow and put a soul inside that flesh that exists in the womb of the mother. So you realize it is already a human that is not human yet, but it is already something, a life that is in the womb of a. Yes. So that moment, it is haram to kill a baby. Anyone who did it, the day of Qiyamah, the baby will say, بِأَيِّ ذَنْبٍ قُتِلَتْ. That's what he said. In his Surah Al-Taqweeb, they said, what's the ayah before بِأَيِّ ذَنْبٍ قُتِلَتْ? Yes. Yeah? وإذا النفوس زوجت. لا, وإذا الموءودة سئلت. الموءودة is the one that was killed. سئلت بأي ذنب قتلت. What was my mistake for being killed? So it is haram. After 4 months, it's haram. Unless there's not even a way. Some scholars say just leave it. You don't know. Allah is the one who is in control of it. Even if some scholars give their opinion saying that when the science realizes that there is going to be harm and so on and so on. But what is good is after 4 months, it's not your business, because Allah is taking care of that. So may Allah protect us. He said, فَيَنْفُخُ فِيهِ الرُّوحِ. Then he will go and blow in that, put soul in that flesh, and then وَيُؤْمَرُ بِأَرْبَعِينَ. Then it will order 4 things. Like the angels will what? Will, decide or decree, or we can say also that yu'mar, meaning that he will order, command 4 things to that life that is there. Alright? The angel is then sent to him and he breathes into him, meaning that he blows into him. The angel is then commanded to issue 4 decrees. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is recommending the angels to what? To issue to put upon that life 4 things. A decree. What we know that we already read about decree, right? Al-Iman an tu'mina billahi wa malaikatihi wa kutubihi wa rusulihi wal yawmil akhir wal qadari khayrihi wa sharrihi. The decree wal qadar. That's what we read. Inna anzalnahu fi في ليلة القدر. So this is decree, meaning that the four things the angels will do is a decree, and nothing will change the decree, إلا الدعاء, except the dua. There are certain decree that will never change. You got it? If Allah decides that the person will be a female, there's no dua you're going to make and it will change. I don't know if you got it. Perfect. There are certain decree you're not going to change it. It's did. You know, Allah did it. It's a day. It is day and night. Then you will spend your whole year asking Allah to make it always day. It will never happen. So those things we all know that certain decree you will kill yourself to change it. It will never change. It's only certain things you know, like what is decree on you. You can on your behalf. You work on it and ask Allah to help you, and then Allah will change it. May Allah make us understand. The problem, I said it before when we were reading the decree stuff, the decree is so confusing till like a lot of people, good people, have been led astray because of that. If today you heard about Qadriya and Mu'tazila, all those things, it's because of a Qadr. Al-Qadr, the decree is a very deep thing. That's the reason why if you have it, you'll become like the closest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because when something happens to you, you see always Allah, and some people they see, why? Why always you suffer like that? And you don't see the suffer, but them they complaining. And you, because you understand, is that Allah decided for you. So may Allah make us understand. ثم يؤمر بأربع. He will be what? Ordered to comment, to issue four things, four decree to the life, to record his sustenance. ويؤمر بأربع. The first one is what? Rizqi. His word. When they say risk, it's not just the people we see, there's no dollar. Okay? When they say subhanallah, most of the time when we hear risk, we always, nice car, no. It's not only that. It's all combined. Money, but the first thing is what you're gonna take with you, meaning that the thing you will eat. Today, like this one. The buoy I have in front of me, wallahi, since before I born, it had been already decreed. This buoy I'm drinking here, it's already decreed that this person he will drink this buoy, and the buoy who brought it is Sako who will bring it, the one who will serve me Al-Haji Abdul Karim, and where is going to be in America. If in the beginning, when I was born, they told people like that, they would say, no, you are dreaming. Because I was born in a village far away in West Africa. How can it happen that I would drink one day buoy in America, in New York, in Harlem? Nobody will believe in that. But Allah already put that. Allah. Subhanallah. And this had been even did before even the creation of the heavens and the earth for like 50,000 years. So may Allah make us understand. Wallah, the decree, subhanallah. I love that chapter, the decree, the chapter of decree, because it's so large and it's so confusing because a lot of people don't understand. All of us, even some prophets even get trapped in it. When I told you the trap of between Musa and Adam, right? Isa and Adam. Because he was, Musa is a very tough, man. He always, like he doesn't play. Fire. He was complaining to Adam, it's because of you. How can you? Allah created you and he put you in Jannah. It's just one thing, he prevents you from eating. You eat it and then today we hear. Musa was complaining, and then Adam was like, hey Musa, are you going to yelling at me about something Allah made 50,000 years before even I was created? Because this is in Qadr, because the first thing Allah created is what? Qalam. the pen, and he asked the pen to write what is going to happen. You understand? So it means Allah knows also that Adam will get trapped in the trap. He already wrote. Whatever he will spell in that trap. So may Allah make us understand. So the qadr, the decree, the fall of decree is very important. He said, what is key? Meaning the risk, your wealth, the money, the children, your husband, your sustenance. You just make it like global like that. Your sustenance. What you are going to need in this dunya, what you are going to earn, it is always written before even you born. Meaning that even the moment the angel is even blowing, it's not the moment it's written. It has been written even before that. Before your mom even born. But we consider the moment Allah make it connect to you is when the angels come and blow that. And He already write what you are going to need in this dunya. That's how you will realize some people, I don't know, any one of you who get close to somebody who pass away, before they pass away, you will try to give them water. Anytime you put it, it will come back. It will never go. It means the amount of water the person is supposed to drink, it has the limit. The lease is already down. The lease of the water is already down. You try to put food, it will always come back. You try your best. If you force and you put all those kind of tube and you put, it will come out in another way. You will see the person will take it out, you know, through toilet, and you will see only food. I see it. I saw it. When the time came, that's it. The person cannot even eat anything else. Yes. So today, if we are killing one another, we are accusing one another. He took, oh, it's because of him. Otherwise, I would have been rich today. This is the expression of kuffar. The disbeliever are the one who are saying that. It's because of him. Otherwise, that job I already got it today. I'm a millionaire. Subhanallah. Why did you put the qadr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? So may Allah make us understand. So rizq, your rizq, whatever you need in this dunya, Allah already decreed. That's how you will see some people, they will work hard. The moment it's time for them to enjoy it, they will just go. That money is not for them. They just work for other people to come and benefit. It's not for him. That person, if he knows that that money will never benefit him, he will never kill himself. I'm going to kill myself for. It's your children. They will tell him, it's your children. What children? They will say, what children? Because I'm going to kill myself. He will even say, what did my father even leave me, and I'm going to kill myself, for kill my deen and leave money for my children. He will say it, if he knows. But we don't know. But Allah already told us to be careful. When we look for our money, look at the Prophet ﷺ to seek it in a right way. Sometimes Allah decree that you are going to have money, but because you are rushing too much, that you will find haram and you will take it. And when you take it, that's it. You're supposed to remain, carry your sabr, patience, and then you at the end, Allah will give you your halal. You will have even barakah in it. But today we rush. Today even in our countries, people are killing children for money. Kidnapping children for money. Can you imagine some people even go to the graveyard and they want to even have intercourse with dead bodies to make them to become what? Rich. Because they went through their evil doers. They ask them, you have to do this. Some people, they will ask them, go and take shower in a graveyard in the middle of the night. This is what is happening now. People are worshiping money. which the angel already tell you what you are going to eat. So may Allah make us understand. Rizqi and wa ajalihi. Wa ajalihi mean your life. Like how many years are you going to stay? How many days? How many seconds? How many minutes? Certain children we know, they just born, they cry 1, 2, and their soul is gone. Some of them, you will even go and do, naming ceremony. Then later on, they say he has fever. We don't even know what it is. Oh, it is a child. He doesn't even have mouth to talk. And they will try at the end, the child will pass away. Someone at the age of 15 go. Some people, they go over that. But one thing we have to know, the Prophet ﷺ said, my ummah, my nation age, average age is between what? 60 and 70. Anyone who passed that, is a little few of them who will pass that. That's the reason why Ibn Abbas, he said there are times, anyone who reached the age of 40, he will cut his relation with dunya and focus in akhirah. So may Allah make us understand the hadith. The next one, ajalihi, meaning the ajal. That's what I have explained it here. Sometimes when we pray, oh may Allah give us long life and so on. It's not long life itself. When we say long life, there's ajal already. Ajal. Ara already written. In Quran he said, لا يستأخرون ساعة ولا يستقدمون. He's not going to make it, postpone it, or he's not going to make it, before it. When the time came, the time will come. Like in Israeliyat, they talk about one person by the time of Sulaiman who is supposed to die somewhere else. But the angel visits Sulaiman and then he saw that person. And when you look the length or the distance between where the person is, it is impossible that the person can even get there in 3 days or 4 days. Or it is the same day the person is supposed to die. Then the angel was like, wow, how can? Then what happened is Israeliyat. Certain things, Israeliyat meaning that the story that came from the people of the Jewish. So sometimes we can take it and encourage each other to understand the deen. It's not that we have to believe it 100%. We take it if there is a wisdom behind it. Okay. He was like, they were like, when they related, they said, the angel then looked at him, like he became a human being and looked at the guy. Feel like the guy got scared. When he was scared, he asked Suleiman to make him disappear. You know that Suleiman has, a lot of jinns who are behind him. They can just take a person in a blink of eyes, you are somewhere. Today you are here, the next day you are already in Abidjan and in Grand Plateau. So what happened? Like he asked a favor from Sayyidina Suleiman, and the angel that jinn just take him. In a blink of eye, he reached the place. That's where angel Jibril just brought him and then take his soul. Angel of death. Take his soul. And he came and said, okay, your guy, I finish with him. I finish with him. Meaning that your agent, when it comes, it will never delay. And they're not going to make it earlier. It's the time is time. So what make when we pray for long life, so we are not supposed to pray? It's just we say it. But normally what is required, you understand, what is really required, we are not committing sin by saying it. But what is required to put barakah in your life. Now.
You can ask to change. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can change
Perfectly.
your destiny.
Yeah, perfectly. The qadr can be changed. That's what the majority of the scholars, that's what I told you. Certain qadr cannot be changed. You remember that? So that's what I say. The majority of the scholars, they say your length or your life, the moment you are going to live in this dunya, it is already dead. Right? It will never change. It's just Allah will put barakah according to what you do. You will do actions that look like you have been staying for 100 years, while you only spend maybe 40 years or 50 years. But the Prophet ﷺ said, the best among you is the one who has a long life and then he make it full it with a lot of good deeds. That's the reason why there is the one dua where the Prophet ﷺ is telling us is making dua. We make dua if our staying in this life is better for us to make Allah make it long. But if what is better for us is the short, to make it short. There's dua like that. Okay? So there's no problem for people asking for long life. But what I'm saying, when people are praying for long life, they should also add also barakah. That's what the Prophet ﷺ told our mother, because she was making prayer. Allah, make my husband, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, life long. Make my brother Muawiyah long. My father Abu Sufyan, make him, and so on and so on. Then the Prophet ﷺ was like, hey, you bring it, fitna. It's already written. But you can pray that may Allah put barakah in the life of, the people you love. So may Allah make us understand. So وَأَجَلِهِ وَشَقِيٌّ. He said وَأَجَلِهِ and he said وَعَمَلِهِ, and then his actions. His what? Actions. The angel will come and write any kind of action the person will do. That's how you will realize that the qadr is not easy. So it means if I go and then I do wrong, people tell me that is wrong, I will say, no, the angel already write that. Some people are believing that. They said, if you went and drink alcohol, it's already decreed, so nobody should accuse you for anything. It's the decree. That's the reason, that's how they go, they let themselves astray. Yeah.
But only the repentance, when you repent, sometimes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, wait, the ajal before you write.
Yes.
He knows you get to repent.
You will repent. Perfectly. So the thing is to say actions. Allah already decree, the angel already write the action a person will do in this dunya. That's the reason why you see some people, they already plan something, the next day they pass away. The last time I heard what is so sad is a young man who really work hard, he want to get married, and when he get married, the same day when he got married, he passed away. All this time he has been working. It means he will never live, he's not going to live more than a day as a married man. Allah already decreed that. So that's the reason why when it comes to our actions, especially relating to the deen, we should always rush and do it, because you don't know what is waiting for you. And whatever you do, realize that it's Allah who make it easy for you. It's Allah who make it easy for you in good way. I mean, when you do good, it's not because you're strong, you have iman, but it's Allah who make it for you. But when anyone plunge himself, always doing wrong, فَلَا يَلُومَنَّ, he shouldn't blame anyone, إِلَّا نَفْسِهِ, or إِلَّا نَفْسَهُ. He shouldn't blame anyone except himself. Because إِنَّا هَدِينَاهُ سَبِيلًا إِمَّا شَاكِرًا وَإِمَّا كَفُورًا. Allah only open us what is good and what is bad. He said, وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا. وَنَفْسٍ, Allah guide your soul and you see it, what is wrong and what is bad. So وَهَدَيْنَاهُ نَجْدَيْنِ. That's all those ayahs showing us that is two things. Either you choose what is good and you do it, Allah will help you in it. You ask Allah to help you and you will be in it. Or the person will follow what is bad and the person will have the punishment. May Allah protect us from that. And then the amal. وَعَمَلِهِ وَشَقِيٌّ. Here when they say وَشَقِيٌّ, subhanallah. So shaqi here is somebody who will be a one, meaning that shaqi, shaqa. It means somebody who will be in wrongdoing. He will never be happy. He will be unlucky man. Okay? The person will be unlucky or sa'id or a lucky man, happy man. Alright? So meaning that the Prophet ﷺ is telling us that some people they will be miserable, some will be miserable, some will be what? Honorable. Allah will honor them. Okay? So here the Prophet ﷺ continued and he said, the Prophet ﷺ said, "Inna ahadakum awsa'in." And the Prophet ﷺ said, "Fawallahu alladhi la ilaha ghayruh." The Prophet ﷺ swear by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that la ilaha ghayruh, there's no God worthy of worship except Him. I swear by that Allah, that God. Inna ahadakum, any one of you, la ya'mal bi'amal ahli al-jannah, he will continuously do the actions of the people of Jannah, like we are now, and we pray now to keep us till Jannah. People, you will see one of you will keep doing an action of a person of what? Of Jannah, people of Jannah. حتى ما يكون بينه وبينها إلا ذراع, till between him and the Jannah there's no distance except an inch. You got it? For him to enter Jannah, the person will continuously do good things till a little left for him to enter Jannah. فَيَسْبِقُ عَلَيْهِ الْكِتَابِ, then the book will come, and then the book will come, and what? And yeah, no, the will come. فَيَسْبِقُ, meaning that يسبق here, dévancer quoi? Dévancer, فَيَسْبِقُ عَلَيْهِ الْكِتَابِ. Who can do it? I don't even have the...
The book come before.
Yeah, it will run after him, like it will come, it will advance him, it will go over him, before him. Get to him, perfectly. Then the book will get to him, meaning that the book will come. We know the book, what is talking about, right? It's not the regular book we talk about. Okay, the decree, perfectly. The book, what the angel has written, it is the decree. That's what the Prophet also called what the book. Till like the book will come, okay, and then catch him, perfectly. Yeah, it's like rattraper, voilà, overtake him, right? Okay, till like the book will overtake him, right? And then the record, what is already record, will overtake him. فيسبق عليه الكتاب okay, and he will do something that will take him to Jahannam. فيسبق عليه الكتاب فيعمل بعمل ليعمل بعمل أهل النار فيدخلها. In another narration, then he will do something that will take him to hellfire. Then he will go to hellfire. That's the reason why when we always read every time, 17 times at least a day, اهدنا الصراط مستقيم. It's still Jannah. We will never stop until Jannah, inshallah. Meaning that there's no guarantee. A person shouldn't say, oh, look at these people, oh, they are too much. Wallahi, you have to think about yourself. Leave them alone. If you see a person in bad, pray for them. And ask Allah to strengthen your heart in this deed. Because there's you don't have any guarantee that is telling you that you'll go to Jannah. May Allah protect us. I think we are going to stop here. Of course, the opposite also happened. He said, وَإِنَّ أَحَدَكُمْ لَيَعْمَلَ بِعَمَلِ أَهْلِ النَّارِ. You will see a person always swimming in sins, the people of the action of the people of hellfire. The person is really taking shower in it even. Like لَيَعْمَلْ بِعَمَلِ أَهْلِ النَّارِ. He will always do the action of the people of hellfire. فَيَسْبِقُ حَتَّى مَا يَكُونُ بَيْنَهُ وَبَيْنَهَا. And then between him and the entrance of hellfire, it is like a distance of an arm. And then فَيَعْمَلْ بِعَمَلِ أَهْلِ الْجَنَّةِ. Then فَيَسْبِقُ عَلَيْهِ الْكِتَابِ. Then the book will come and overtake him. Because Allah already write that he will be the one Sa'id. He will be the happy one. You understand the meaning of happy now? When they say happy, it's not happy in this dunya. The happiness is not in this dunya. The happiness in the hereafter. Hey, come here.
C'est lui avec le petit de Mohamed là.
Sit down.
Abu Malik.
Abu Malik, come here and sit down. So فَيَسْبِقُ عَلَيْهِ الْكِتَابِ. When they say فَيَسْبِقُ, that's the word I want to really again talk about. That's what we call musabaqa. You will see it, we say musabaqa. You heard the name musabaqa, right? Musabaqa means the competition, the contest. The competition will come. It's like the person is doing something, then also the decree is also doing something. Okay? Then the decree will take him over, because a person will never take over his decree unless he work for him. Okay? فَيَسْبِقُ عَلَيْهِ الْكِتَابِ فَيَعْمَلُ بِعَمَلِ أَهْلِ الْجَنَّةِ. Then when you were playing, you did not ask for water. The moment you guys sit down, you're not going to go anywhere.
What do you say?
He want water.
No, you don't get
Subhanallah. So فَيَسْبِقُ عَلَيْهِ الْكِتَابُ فَيَعْمَلُ بِعَمَلِ أَهْلِ الْجَنَّةِ فَيَدْخُلَهَا. Okay? Then the book will overtake him, then he will do an action of worship that will take him to Jannah. Then he will make it and then he will go to Jannah. How you gonna realize? Some people will find Jannah very easy. Some people get Jannah so easy. Wallahi. A person just come and then he say, oh, Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he already dressed like a fighter during the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He will just go, he just came, that person just came to Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. I'm going to become Muslim, or I just go to fight. He said, become Muslim, then you go to fight. And he said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, then he enter in fighting, they kill him. The Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was like, look, he just, find Jannah very easily like that. You lie without praying. No pray. He doesn't even know how to do ablution. That person never know how to do ablution. The zakah, he doesn't know what it is. He just came like that. Maybe he already even drink alcohol. It's an Sahaba, we're going to say that, but it's an example I'm giving. But he just came. He just, in a second, he said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, he is in Jannah. Look at us today. We suffer. Since we born, we are in. Right. So may Allah give us Jannah borders. Because it's not easy. There's no guarantee, brothers. Don't see yourself like, oh, me, I think I'm done. Because some people think they are done. Feel like they have opportunity, they have power to give people, oh, you don't have to pray, you don't have to fast. Some people even tell some other people that, oh, in Jannah, I will take you, I will put you in my pocket and go to Jannah. I'm telling you. And they believe. Me, I don't blame the one who said it. I really look the people who believe at those people. May Allah protect all of us, inshallah. Next week we will go in detail according to the Sharh, the commentary of the Sheikh. Inshallah, may Allah accept from all of us what we have said, what is wrong, may Allah to forgive us. It's from shaitan, from our weakness. And what is right, may Allah make us act upon it. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Nastaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Here, Samir, do again.
No.